This is a production of SDPB.
Touchdown! This is for a state championship. Oh, drop kick, and it's good!
There's going to be some highlights coming off of this.
The short-range jumper.
Edging out in lane 4, the top seed.
This South Dakota High School State Championship event is conducted under the direction of the South Dakota High School Activities Association.
You couldn't ask for a nicer day in March in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Sunny skies, 65 is what we hit for a high today in Spearfish. Crow Peak in the background there as we are getting set for the nighttime session of day one of the Girls A Basketball Tournament right here on SDPB. The Young Center is the location. And we've got two games coming your way tonight. I'm Steve Toom. Nate Kading joins me here at the broadcast booth. And we've already got two games in the books in the afternoon session. Earlier today, the higher seeds advanced in both cases. It was Sioux Falls Christian beating Mount Vernon Plankington 58-39. And then it was Hamlin over Mobridge Pollock 65-53. Kind of a little bit surprised by the margin of victory in both contests.
Yeah, both Sioux Falls Christian and Hamlin were certainly ready to roll right from the tip, and both MVP and Mobridge Pollock hung around for a little while. I think the depth and the overall ability of both those higher seeds ended up playing a big part in those games.
So that's what happened this afternoon. Here's what we've got in store for you tonight. Dakota Valley and Sioux Valley, the Battle of the Valley Schools coming up in our first contest. And then it's Makpia Luda, unbeaten on the year. They're taking on Wagner. That will be the nightcap tonight. Let's focus in on our first matchup here in just a moment as you get a look at how the brackets have played out so far. So it's Sioux Falls Christian and Hamlin. That's our first semifinal tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. And then, well, the winner of the two contests tonight will play in the other half of the semifinal bracket. These two teams have met earlier in the year, and it was Dakota Valley winning about two-thirds of the way through the season, 73-65. The Sioux Valley Cossacks, they haven't been here since 2014 when they placed third. Jamie Granum has got this team really firing on all cylinders, and you know the coach pretty well.
Yeah, Coach Granum and I are cohorts in spring and summer at the Sanford Sports Basketball Academy, and he's done a great job building this program from youth on up to high school. I know this has been a goal for a lot of their team and players, so fun to see them here. And they have a nice inside-outside punch with a few big-time perimeter threats from three, and then cruise on the inside.
Let's take a look at their regular season and how they got here. As you see, Miller was the opponent in the Sodak 16, 60-34, and before that they had to get through Dual and Great Plains Lutheran in Region 2A to get here to the state tournament. Talia Vincent, Liberty Trigstad, Amari Ward, Kira Cruz, Kaylee Craddock. That's your starting lineup. There's a lot of talent there. Craddock has already committed to USD, and those other four young ladies are looking to play college ball in their future. So there's a lot of talent here on the Sioux Valley team.
Yeah, and they have some big-time perimeter three-point threats, as we've already mentioned. Talia Vincent, you got to be sure that you're locating her. Liberty Trigstad, Amari Ward, they're all capable of knocking down shots from distance.
Let's meet Dakota Valley. They had their best record ever in their program's history, 21-2. Tammy Lilly is their head coach, as they are scoring 65 points per game, and they're an excellent free throw shooting team at 74%. And they came out of what I think was the toughest region in the state, Region 4A, that also had the defending champions Vermilion in there. Vermilion, interestingly enough, is not here, but they beat the top two seeds during the regular season. But Dakota Valley got revenge in the region round, winning 62-54, and then a real nail-biter as Dakota Valley beat West Central by 1 point in the Sodak 16 round. Let's meet the starting lineup for Dakota Valley here. It's Bella Stokes, Emerson Mead, Cameron Somervold, Aubrey Warden, and Ella Otten. That is your starting line. A couple freshmen, couple seniors, and a sophomore. We're ready for our pregame ceremonies. Now let's send it over to the public address announcer, Eric Scavang.
Good evening. The South Dakota High School Activities Association, along with its corporate partners, Sanford Health, Dakota Bank, Farmers Union Insurance, Billion Automotive, and the South Dakota Army National Guard, welcome you to this opening session of the State Girls High School Basketball Tournament. This tournament is being conducted under the guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. We hope you will enjoy the games and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand as we honor America? This evening we are proud to present the immersion program from Makpialuta. They will sing the Lakota flag song. The flag song is a musical composition dedicated to honoring the American flag. Following the completion of the Lakota flag song, please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. This evening, the national anthem will be sung by the Mobridge Pollock Select Girls Ensemble under the direction of Lisa Zahn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lakota flag song.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Believe in yourself, Cossacks, in all that you are. Two things you're in control of: your attitude and your effort. know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle. Have passion that inspires you to carry out your dreams at the state tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Region 2A, the Sioux Valley Cossacks. True leaders, Panthers, are not only those who strive to be first, but those who are first to strive and who give their all for success of the team. True leaders are first to see the need, envision the plan, and empower the team for action. By the strength of the leader's commitment, the power of the team is unleashed. Be a leader, Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, from Region 4A, the Dakota Valley Panthers.
Cheerleaders from the Dakota Valley Panthers. Austin Kodam, Bailey Link, Abigail Wagner, and Mary Ganschow. The Panther cheerleaders are coached by Justine Sponder. And fans, now for your starting lineups, introduced in alternating fashion and brought to you by Channel Seed. At guard, a junior, number 10, Talia Vincent. At guard, a sophomore, number 1, Bella Stokes. At guard, a sophomore, number 12, Liberty Trickstad. At guard, a senior, number 4, Emerson Mead. At guard, a junior, number 21, Amari Ward. At guard, a senior, number 11, Cameron Somerville. At forward, a senior, number 23, Kira Cruz. At guard, a freshman, number 22, Aubrey Warden. At guard, a sophomore, number 32, Kaylee Craddock. And at forward, a freshman, number 23, Ella Otten. Assistant coaches for the Cossacks are Brooke Mathern, Taylor Ash, and Leah Hope. Head coach, Jamie Granum. Assistant coaches for Dakota Valley are Will Benicius and Rob Lilly. Head coach, Tammy Lilly. Your officials for this evening, Amber Sierra, Tom Eggers, and Paul Roselle. Sioux Valley fans, are you ready? Dakota Valley fans, are you ready? Today's fan sections are brought to you by...
And we are ready for basketball here. The night session, game number 1. Dakota Valley in the home whites, Cossacks in the dark uniforms with the white numbers and letters. Both teams score in the mid to 60s. Both teams very good from the free throw line. Both over 70%, as it will be Dakota Valley to start things off.
I think establishing the interior is going to be a huge part of this game.
Man-to-man for the Cossacks right out of the gate. Thinking about the shot there was Mead. Now she'll go down into the post. Good ball movement. Mead gets it back. Little off balance. Won't fall. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay.
There's a nice drive and dish by Otten there. It's going to be one of their main attackers from the perimeter.
And they'll throw it outside. Well, the Panthers, and it's off of a couple of legs there as Somervold had the drive. Somervold averages 15 points per game. She's committed to Wayne State for basketball. They'll go inside, quick shot, short, no good by Otten. Rebound to Sioux Valley.
Yeah, finding and guarding the 3 right there. Pitch ahead, Vincent. 93s made on the year. They're not going to want to give her too many open looks tonight.
No, she's a 38% shooter from beyond the arc. Vincent averages nearly 14 a game. There's a 3 launch, no good by Otten, but the long rebound to the Panthers. Here's a drive, off the window, tough shot there for Warden, who averages 12 and a half a game.
Yeah, pretty good D, better offense right there. The aggressive attack by Warden.
And the man for the Panthers. top of the key there. Craddock with the ball. Down low operating. No, missing the shot was Cruz. Had a good look. Here comes Dakota Valley on the move. And a foul. On the drive by Otten.
Yeah, she's got a great ability of getting downhill. You can see a Euro step. Draws just enough contact to end of the foul line. And you can see both groups throwing it inside to Cruz. Somerville trying to attack off the dribble. That matchup and that battle between those two, I think, is going to be a big part of the outcome of tonight's game.
Craddock with the foul, a first of the game for either team, and the free throw's good by Ella Otten. Averages 16 points, a little over 3 rebounds per contest. Otten with 51 steals coming into tournament play.
Yeah, Sioux Valley's gonna.
That was partially blocked on the drive by Ward. Good interior defense by Dakota Valley. On the perimeter is Somerville. Nice bounce pass inside. Tough shot put up by Stokes, but Dakota Valley with the rebound.
Couple second chance opportunities right now for the Panthers.
Tough shot there. Good by Somerville.
It's 2 offensive rebounds that they've already gotten a couple minutes into this game. You can see an aggressive switch out there coming off the dribble handoff. And that's what Sioux Valley does. There's going to be a lot of what I call rub cuts in their dribble drive motion, where they pass and kind of cut with their hands up and try to drive right off of it.
Stokes got the foul there, nearly got the steal. First foul of the game against the Panthers.
Excuse me, the Cossacks need to settle down here a little bit.
Drive, block, out of bounds, stays with Sioux Valley.
Yeah, and you can see we've had this contrast a couple games. Dakota Valley across the board a little bit longer at some positions, and Ward's had 2 aggressive attacks. It's just been impacted by the length.
There's there's the long arms creating the turnover.
Yeah, they're going to be in their 5-out motion, passing cuts, looking for dribble penetration.
Stokes with the drive. Listed at 5'5", the sophomore scores inside. Cossacks need a bucket. That one's no good, and the rebound to Dakota Valley. Ward tried to take it away, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Sioux Valley.
The Cossacks aren't going to waste any time off made shots, missed shots. They're going to look to pitch up and see if they can get any open looks, specifically from 3 in transition.
That one's tipped away and out of bounds by Warden.
Yeah, you couldn't script a better start right now for Dakota Valley.
Cossacks desperately need a bucket here, down 8-0, and there's a 3 on the way. Good, just what the doctor ordered for Amari Ward, a 30% shooter from beyond the arc.
And they end up shooting a lot of them.
Here's a 3, good. Mead. Dakota Valley off to the hot start, and counted, and the foul. Foul you see there coming up on Sioux Valley, or on Dakota Valley rather. Timeout on the court. We'll be back with more here from the Girls A tournament in a moment on SDPB. Dakota Valley off to a hot start, 11-5 here early on. Along with Nate Kading, I'm Steve Toom. Nate, you pointed something out in the stat book about that last 3-pointer by Emerson Mead.
Yeah, she was only 0 of 3 on the year coming into this tournament, and made the most out of their first opportunity. And things have gotten off to a good start for the Panthers. And a lot of it, they also have 3 offensive rebounds here early here in the first quarter.
Yeah, what a time to hit your first 3-pointer of the season. She only had 3 attempts all year, was 0 of 3, but makes one at the state tournament.
Yeah, you can see Sioux Valley mixing it up here with a little zone defense.
And talking with Coach Granham, he said they will mix up their defense passes, as that's going to be a foul on Cruz on the inside. And they'll go about 50-50 between zone and man-to-man.
Yeah, and it's active, kind of a little hybrid 2-3, 1-3-1 that they pack in right there.
Quickly inside, Somervold scores.
That was a nice find. They were still in the zone on the under, flash to the middle.
Wild shot, no good, but the Cossacks get the rebound. Cruz determined, scores.
It's a great physical play by Cruz, going up and snatching it, clearing space, right into the finish.
Here comes a little pressure near half court. That pass was tipped into the back court.
That's key when you're in zone. Active hands, you want to try to get deflections, force long looping passes.
Oh, we're gonna have a blocking foul, and Cruz can't believe it. That's her second. 13 foul. Check it out again.
Yeah, I think the Cossack fan section behind us and bench thought that she beat her to the spot there. Get into awkward situations when you're kind of taking it in the chest and you're not leaving your feet to wall up, you're not taking a charge. It's even awkward calls for the officials.
Stokes out, Betzworth in for Dakota Valley. Shot on the inside is swatted away.
And here they go. They want to run to the three-point line.
And there's the shot on the way. No good by Craddock. Rebound to the Panthers and Warden. Here's a shot, Betzworth, in and out. Long rebound, collision, and that one's gonna go against Dakota Valley as Vincent got to the ball first.
I think there was a little miscommunication there defensively, and they ended up getting away with it. A couple people were matching up in man, some in zone, and Betzworth had a quality look.
Dakota Valley by 5 early on. High post. Cruz with the ball. 3 on the way, good. Ward with the bucket.
She's brought a great presence here tonight. She's been active defensively, knocked down 2 threes here already.
Cossacks really chasing out on the perimeter.
Yeah, it appears that they were chasing Ella Otten right there in a little diamond or box and one.
Mari Ward gets the foul, her first. Let's check that. They're going to get Trickstad on the foul instead of Ward. That is Trickstad's first, team's 4th. The Cossacks come away with the ball, nearly taken back. Ward on the drive all the way, swatted away. Meade got a hand on it, pass up ahead. Dakota Valley on the run, tough shot, good with the left hand. Warden.
Yeah, that was an impressive weekend finish right there by Ella Otten in transition. Yeah, you can see the Panthers switching a lot of actions right now. That Sioux Valley, and has great patience on the dribble post up right there by Kaylee Craddock.
Yeah, that was a nice move by Craddock. Errant pass almost taken away. Dakota Valley keeps it.
Yeah, and the Cossacks have, after giving up an 8-0 start, they've settled themselves in.
And we're going to have a foul. 2 free throws coming up for the Panthers as they get another offensive rebound.
Yeah, and it's the one thing when you're mixing man, mixing some zone, especially when you're sitting in zone, being able to find a body when that shot goes up and eliminating any free runs to the glass can be a challenging thing.
Trickstad got the foul, her second, missed by Betzworth. 75% on the year for that young lady. As Meade will get a rest. Coming in, Alexa Van Dorn, 5'10" sophomore for Dakota Valley. She wears number 15.
Yeah, Betzworth, when you look at the amount of youth that they have on their team, 3 freshmen that all give them great minutes and bring high-level production for the Panthers.
Yeah, most of their bench players are underclassmen, so this Dakota Valley team seems to be pretty well stocked for the next few years.
Tried a little quick flare screen for Talia Vincent, as we've mentioned, has hit 93s on the season coming in.
Open shooter, that's Cruz, too strong, and a good box out by Warden. Long pass up ahead, tipped out of bounds by Sioux Valley.
Somerville of old there, excuse me, showing her versatility, being able to bust the dribble out after the rebound and trying to go over the top for an easy one, and Craddock just gets a piece of it.
Skylar Knutson, number 24, into the game now for Sioux Valley. Throw it up top, nice fake, drive, Otten, got it. She's got 6.
She's got great touch and great feel on the drive. Not finishing right at the rim, but those little floaters, little runners for her are basically as good as a layup.
The lost art of the mid-range jumper. Under a minute to go now. Sioux Valley down by 5. Vincent trying to make something happen, goes all the way, uses the window, but too strong.
It's a good aggressive take there by Vincent.
Shot clock and game clock nearly matched, so Dakota Valley could hold for the final opportunity if they choose. Here comes the double team. High post, now they go back door, and there's the opportunity and the bucket scored by Verdorn.
Post-to-post pass. Sioux Valley went zone there, and
Ward got blocked, but there was a foul. 2 free throws coming up.
Now you can see they are putting a lot of pressure right away on well, both teams have no problem going in transition. But even off made baskets right now, the Cossacks are trying to push the pace, see if they can score under 10 seconds on that shot clock if possible.
And some subs waiting at the scorer's table, but they have to wait. 2 free throws coming up. And the official going over there to check with the official scorer. That foul was, I believe, listed to Warden. That is her second. Yep, the officials confirm that now. And here comes Ward with 2 free throws. On the year, 71%. Now the subs can come in. Mead in for Warden, and it will be Trigstad to the bench in favor of Macy Top, number 33, in for the Cossacks. That one is good as well. 8 points for Ward. Plenty of time to work with. Here's the double team near half court.
Trying to free Otten with a couple ball screens.
Shot from the corner is good for Betsworth. And we'll end the first quarter with the Panthers on top, 23-15. This is the Class A girls basketball tournament. You are watching SDPB. Great start for Dakota Valley here in our first game of the night session. They're up 23-15 over Sioux Valley. Along with Nate Kading, I'm Steve Toom. Nate, I noticed that shooting stats, that just jumps out at me here at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, Dakota Valley 9 of 15 to start this game, and all 7 players right now that have stepped foot on the floor for them have produced at least 2 points or above.
And that is a winning formula in high school basketball. And there's the drive, Mead block. Betsworth cleans it up. She's come off the bench, contributes 6 points, and it's a 10-point advantage for the Panthers. Craddock takes things into her own hands. She's got 4.
There you can see that little rub cut up top, and just trying to drive it downhill. It makes staying on that ball handler very difficult.
Here's a long 3, short. Rebound tracked down by Vincent. Remember, it's that gray line inside. That's the 3-pointer for high school. And there's a college level 3 that's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Somerville.
After having coached and watched, and there's Worden with another take.
Saved to the middle, and it's picked up by Trigstad. Outlet Craddock. Got it.
Takes the bump and finish.
Now you were mentioning about the three-point lines.
Yeah, I was going to say, after having coached and watched a million games at the Pentagon where we got multiple lines, it happens a lot where they just have a tendency to back up for that furthest line.
Well, you know it's a three-pointer for sure if you're beyond that farthest line. There's different lines at a lot of different arenas, and a nice little shot there up by number 22, Warden. She's got 4.
Just over the outstretched hands. Cruz was coming over.
There's a 3. Good. First points for Vincent.
And she's got deep range, and she ends up shooting a lot of them. And she's got the ultimate green light from Coach Granum, and whether she's missed her last 5, made her last 5, that next one's going up.
And a quick timeout has been called by Dakota Valley as the Cossacks have cut this lead down to just 5 points.
Yeah, being able to defend the three-point line right now, if you're Dakota Valley, just a huge piece of the attack for the Cossacks, and you need to make sure that you're locating shooters in transition, stretching your defense out, and certainly with threats like Vincent, you got to stretch your on-ball pressure out way beyond even that high school three-point line.
And really, that's the first open look Vincent has had tonight. I mean, Dakota Valley's had her well covered throughout this contest so far. But she showed right there what she can do if you leave her open.
Yeah, and it's tough when you get in those situations in transition or off offensive rebounds when you're not having a set defense. The most difficult time to locate shooters.
Otten has to give up the ball.
Yeah, and they like just kind of pitching that trap up top on the ball handler, and then they drop back more into kind of a traditional 2-3.
Otten gets it back, little drop step, no. Euro step, no good. And
Cruz bringing it up, finding Vincent.
Got it.
Right on cue. Talking transition, you need to locate number 10.
23, and that is Otten, no good, but there's a rebound to Dakota Valley and Verdorn. Somervolt can't make the shot happen. And what are we going to have, a travel? Yes. There's some contact, no foul.
Love the gap help right there from Amari Ward. Got the dig and rake as they're driving it in. And a lot of the times as a ball handler, it can make it a little uncomfortable if you're trying to pick that basketball up.
Swing it around Trickstad. She's been relatively quiet. Vincent can't fire it. Open shooter is Ward. Yes!
Just a great basketball play. They're trying to free Vincent off a screen-to-screener action. Otten's there, but she's good enough and versatile enough to put it on the floor and finds Ward for wide open catch and shoot 3.
Boys, Sioux Valley was down by 10. Now they're ahead by 1 as Otten misses it. And the rebound comes down to Craddock. There's Vincent, can't get the shot off in the corner. Craddock maneuvers up with the left hand and scores.
Just the length right now. You can tell that she's really comfortable in those Barclays or dribble post-ups right into a finish.
3-point lead, Sioux Valley. As they have been on fire here in the last few minutes. To the corner, and that's out of bounds, and that's going to go to Sioux Valley. Timeout on the court. Cossacks have come back. They're up by 3 in quarter number 2. This is Class A girls basketball on SDPB. Sioux Valley has outscored Dakota Valley 15-4 here in this second period of play. They've turned a 10-point deficit into a 3-point lead. I'm Steve Toon. He's Nate Kading. Wow, what a turnaround.
Yeah, 11-0 run over the last just over 2 minutes, and it's came from Vincent and Ward from 3. Kaylee Craddock with a couple finishes inside, and I think offensively Dakota Valley, which they had some quality looks, but if I'm imagining if I'm in that huddle with Coach Lilly, she'd also talk about maybe a couple of those early threes that weren't exactly in rhythm, that she would like to see them work for a little bit more effective and efficient offense.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound Cossacks. Cruz, too strong off the window, and the rebound to Betzworth.
see Sioux Valley, staying with this trapping zone.
Yeah, a little trap at half court, but good ball movement. Somervold, a desperately needed bucket for the Panthers.
Yeah, generally, if you're able, when they have 2 on the ball, if you're able to make a clean pass out of that thing, there's going to be opportunities to attack.
There's the double team, and Betzworth steps in to intercept that pass. Otten with the ball. She does not play like a freshman.
No,
a lot of poise.
A lot of poise. Has a great pace about her.
Here's a drive and a shot put up. It is no good, but there's Betzworth again on the backside to clean it up off the miss by Sophie Meyer.
Yeah, we talked about it. When they're in that zone, being able to find a body.
Craddock clears some space. Got it. She has 8 in the period.
Yeah, so effective in those situations. She's got good length to her, good footwork and patience.
Otten, a high arcing 3 is too strong, but there's Meyer. Boy, nobody on the backside for Dakota Valley, and it leads to a 3-pointer by Betzworth. And that pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Sioux Valley.
Betzworth already over her season, came into the game averaging 9, already has 11. An efficient 4 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 3, providing great minutes right now for the Panthers. Yeah, that's a nice sideline out of bounds. Just go corner. Catches Somervold in the 3-quarter front. Just goes over the top.
Cruz got the bucket. She's got 7. Tied at 34. Betzworth will stop and go in and out. Cruz on the move, being chased by Betzworth, who tipped it out of her hands and out of bounds off the knee of Cruz. It'll go to the Panthers.
You could tell that she was sensing somebody was coming up behind her. Teammates got to try to communicate in that situation, and got to have a feel for that as she's taking 6-7 bounces up the floor.
Otten, the left-handed scoop, in and out. Craddock with the rebound. She wants to move into the front court. Looking outside. Just goes, had it swatted by Somervold. Underneath, shot no good. Rebound to the Panthers.
Few point-blank finishes, just in and out both ways.
You see Top in there, guarding Warden. Just to give it up. Meyer on the move. Left hand, no. Rebound, Vincent. Kicks it up ahead.
Here they go. Wings get out wide. Big run in the floor.
Yeah, that's Cruz.
Textbook transition right there.
Nicely done by the Cossacks.
The ball up the sideline as fast as you can and look for somebody running rim to rim.
Betzworth, dribbled it off her foot, but she's able to track it down before it goes out of bounds. Under a minute to go. Warden is going to not make the shot. 2 free throws coming up. She catches that foul. That is going to be on Macy Top. That's only her first. Great back and forth game we've had here in this first half. 72% for Warden at the free throw line this year.
2 teams that have no problem getting up and down the floor and pushing that pace and playing in pace.
She has now 6 points. Mead in. Warden out. Remember, Warden has 2 fouls, so this is a good strategic move here.
Yeah, I think Coach Lilly trying to protect her a little bit, making certain that she doesn't pick up the third going into half. About a 10-second difference right now between game clock and shot clock.
And a little weave up top. Burning some time. Trying to find Craddock. They do, but she lost the handle. We're going to say it stays. with Sioux Valley.
Meade was just working inside, outstretched arm, got a piece of it. We got 6 on the shot clock right now.
Coach Granum signals into play. Coach Lilly. Sanford defense can hold. They go back door, left hand. Nice play by Cruz.
Yeah, and that's where if you're an inbounder, if you're guarding that inbounder, you want to protect that backside as much as you possibly can.
Left-handed shot. Oh my, that goes in for Otten. And they're not going to get a shot off, and we are tied at 38 here in halftime between Dakota Valley and Sioux Valley. A fantastic game so far. We'll take a timeout and come back with more right here on SDPB. We're inside the Young Center on the campus of Black Hills State University, the site of the 2025 Girls Class A basketball tournament. First game of the night. We're all tied up at 38 here at the break between Sioux Valley and Dakota Valley. Along with Nate Kading, I'm Steve Toom, and wow, that was an exciting first half of basketball. Runs by both teams, really. That was the two defining moments.
Yeah, it's been punch, counter punch, punch, just back and forth both ways. You can see both groups right now. Sioux Valley 50% from the floor. Dakota Valley 47% from the floor, led by Katie Betzworth with 11. It's been, yeah, as you said, been some great back and forth action.
You take a look, the rebounding battle being won by Dakota Valley. Dakota Valley with 2 more turnovers in that first half. 3 players in double figures for Sioux Valley. It's Ward and Cruz with 11. Craddock has 10, 6 for Vincent on a couple of 3-pointers. Meanwhile, a little more balanced scoring for Dakota Valley, which is what we expected from them. Betzworth off the bench leading the way with 11. Then you have 8 for Odden, 6 each for Warden and Somerville. That's how things stack up here in this first half as both teams went on big runs. Dakota Valley had a 10-point lead at one point, but that evaporated in a hurry.
I think the 2 things as we get started here in the second half, being able to defend that 3-point line if you're Dakota Valley and not allowing, if the Cossacks are able to double up, they're 5 of 10 from 3 right now. They're able to hit 10 made threes through the game. That's a good recipe for them. And then on the other side of the coin, the Cossacks need to make sure that they're trying to balance up this rebounding margin a little bit, not allowing the Panthers as many second chance opportunities as they got in that first half.
In case you're just joining us, Cossacks in the dark uniforms, Dakota Valley in the home whites. Craddock with the ball, hands off to Vincent. Trickstad was quiet in the first half. Craddock down the lane, throws it up, too strong. But there's Cruz with the left-handed putback after the rebound.
Cruz going up, and there's Amari Ward.
And she tries to draw the foul, and she did on Somerville, who will draw her first foul. Great play by Ward.
Her motor is just always running hot. It's she knows one way, and that's 100% everything that she does, whether it's offensively, defensively.
Yep. Her only gear is 5th gear. Ward, also state competitive cheer championship at Sioux Valley, as that second free throw rolls in. She also runs track as well. As here's Dakota Valley on the move in the front court.
Drop back into their zone.
And a push foul against the Cossacks.
Yeah, Cruz's feet just got tied up with Somerville, and unfortunate foul right there.
Yeah, that's her 3rd. She's going to stay in. A quick 3 is too strong. The long rebound to Warden. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, and that's where you'd like to see on that weak side, just wiping out that offensive player rather than turning and staring at the rim and allowing Warden a free run, and just had too much length, that finish over the top.
Cossacks play catch near the top of the key. Now Vincent around to Craddock. There's the triple team, and it looks like we're gonna have a jump ball. Yes. Possession arrow, Dakota Valley.
Yeah, my guess is they talked about at halftime when Craddock starts going into those dribble, post up, that they need, it just can't be a one-on-one matchup. You can't allow her to take 4 or 5 bounces when she's 10 feet in.
It's Otten looking over to the sideline for a play. Now puts things in motion. Down low, Somervall, no with the left hand. And we're gonna have a foul on Sioux Valley. As crashing in there was Mead to get the rebound.
You can see the Cossacks just continuing to mix up their defenses. They showed just straight man, some zone.
There's Ward who got the foul, her first. There's a 3 on the way, good! Warden.
Aubrey Warden knocking it down, 17 of 60 coming into the tournament.
Fight for the rebound is won by Mead. And here's a long 3, no good. Rebound fought for. We're gonna have a jump ball, possession arrow, Sioux Valley. And these threes being put up are beyond that college arc.
Both teams play with a lot of confidence and a lot of freedom offensively. You can see the Cossacks have some different starts that they like to get into.
That was
in
tipped.
their offense.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock for Sioux Valley. Craddock was open. Now to Ward, 10 on the shot clock. Nice fake by Cruz, tries to maneuver inside, and it was blocked out of bounds. 4 on the shot clock.
Cruz with a little nifty ball handle in there out of the, she showed the ability to bust it out in transition. Got 4, need to get a quick one up here.
Trigstad to Vincent, she's open for 3, no good. And it goes out of bounds. Nobody could get to it, and I thought I heard the shot clock buzzer go off, but that shot was well up, before the time expired.
With only 4 on the clock there, they forgot to account for the inbounder and ended up with a quality look.
Bounce pass. Mead in close, too strong off the window.
It's a great wall up there by Cruz, and here she is running the floor.
And she'll take it all the way, but too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Mead. 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Here's a 3 on the way, it's too strong, and it's tracked down by Trigstad.
There was a nice box out on the weak side by Trigstad.
Trigstad a 3, yes, her first points of the night.
It's a tough cover in transition when you go into that high dribble handoff.
Cossacks by 1.
Yeah, you can see they're just, Cruz was just playing way off. Mead there forces the turnover.
Timeout on the court. We've got a dandy going here in Spearfish, Class A girls basketball. You're watching SDPB. Here in Spearfish, in the Young Center on the campus of Black Hill State. One of the young fans there.
She's ready to go tubing, Steve.
Yeah.
Ready to go tubing.
I don't know if you can do that on Spearfish Creek at this time of year. Well, maybe. It was 65 today. It was really nice outside. We get back to action here. Craddock has the ball, spins, and she travels. Turnover.
Pivot foot just slid a little bit before she was able to find Ward up top.
Otten will be shadowed by Ward into the front court.
That's been her assignment most of the night. And yeah, there you can see they're just giving that shot to Mead, and there again her second one of the game, second one of the season.
That one rattled around from the baseline. Shooter's touch. Panthers by 2. Vincent on the move. Doesn't have anything, but here's Trigstad missing on the three. A good box out there by Somerville. And Ward tips it out of bounds.
Nice driving kick right there by the Cossacks. We'll take that beat set, catch and shoot. Take that every possession of your Coach Granum.
There's Meade up top. There's the Warden. There's the open shooter. In and out. And the rebound tracked down by Ward. Numbers for the Cossacks possibly if they can hurry. And here's Cruz, gets the layup.
It's a nice find by Trigstad there in transition. Actually averages just under 4 assists a game. Leads them team high in assists.
The lane opened up, but Warden misfired. Here comes Cruz the other way. Kicks it out to the corner. Oh, Ward was standing out of bounds. Turnover, Sioux Valley. She was wide open.
Kind of a product of being on a floor with college lines, and your spacing tends to stretch out where you really got to be careful with your footwork in the corners.
You can see the colorful layout of the floor here at the Young Center in Spearfish. Got the tree outline there on this side of the court.
And they're trying to keep that basketball out of Otten's hands.
Trigstad with the steal on the run out, block. Oh, what a play by Becksworth. But she stepped out of bounds.
Almost had some action over here at the table, Steve.
Look at that block there. That was nice, but when Becksworth recovered the ball, she was out of bounds. Normally I have to worry about that at the state volleyball tournament because those volleyballs are flying all over the place. Basketball, a little more control, but still, you got to keep your hands up. And there's Craddock with the bucket.
It's good execution with underneath out of bounds. Craddock with the quick catch and finish.
There's a nice drive, but a little too short off the window. There's going to be a fight for the ball and a jump ball. Possession arrow, Dakota Valley.
Otten, after having a really big impact on this game early on, they've done a decent job, and there she used the nice hesitation move. Point blank finish. A lot of the time she's going to finish that. Right now she's only 3 of 13 from the floor.
Taking the game Verdorn, but she throws it away. Craddock on the move, lobs it ahead to Vincent. Fires the three. No. Long rebound to Becksworth. Boy, Becksworth's just been all over the floor tonight. Getting rebounds, scoring. A very valuable bench player and has been all season for Dakota Valley. She'll fire a three. That's off the mark. Rebound fought for, and Cruz pulls it away. Picks up her dribble.
Both teams, after hovering above 50% from the floor and right around, are kind of coming into some offensive struggles here in the third quarter.
That turnover there by the Cossacks. Boy, back and forth we go. This has just been nip and tuck the entire third quarter here. Man for the Cossacks. Here's a drive, a shot, hit the side of the backboard, but I think we're going to have a foul. Yes, we will. 2 free throws coming up.
Otten, she's just so effective with that stop and go, that hesitation. You kind of be a little herky-jerky with the drive, and a lot of the times that change of pace is the most difficult for a defender to be able to stay in front of her. She knocks down the free throw. Maybe seeing one go in, get herself back going here a little bit.
Ward got the foul. That's her second. That's the first point of the second half for Otten. She makes them both. She's got 10. Now we're tied at 48. Near steal. Trigstad's got to give it up to Ward.
Yeah, they were trying to go into that high-low again for Craddock, but they couldn't get the ball to Cruz up top. And there's a nice crossover and attack.
Oh, that was a nice attempt there by Trigstad. Just a little off balance. Couldn't put it off the window. See, maybe Dakota Valley goes 2 for 1 here.
And it's set up perfectly here. They can get one up a little bit quicker than what it looks like they're working on right now.
Oh, the ball's tipped away. There's a pile up on the floor and another jump ball. This time Dakota Valley will get the basketball. Or is it Cossack's ball? Well, the arrow was pointing towards Dakota Valley, but they may have been a little bit behind. Okay, it is Cossack ball. Now the possession arrow points towards Dakota Valley as we're under 30 seconds to go. Shot clock and game clock nearly identical.
Yeah, they did the same thing in the first half here. It just melting the clock down, and then they'll get into an action that they want to see. Quick back screen.
Tipped away to Dakota Valley. They've got time.
Do a nice job of switching, making a play.
Oh, that's out of bounds. Who's it going to? Panthers. Here comes the sub to the scores table quickly for Sioux Valley.
They still have a foul to give here, and I think I heard Coach Granum wanting them to take it, but
Ward nearly got the steal, and then she commits the foul. But the thing is, for Ward, that's her third. I don't know if that was the player they wanted committing that foul.
You can see Coach Granum trying to sub in the right people here.
He's trying to get Macy Top into the game. Ward will sit down with those 3 fouls. Now remember, Cruz, who just went to the bench a moment ago, also has 3 fouls. 3.8 seconds left, not a whole lot of time. Otten on the move, gets a good look. No, it's an air ball. And we are tied at 48 after 3 periods of play between Sioux Valley and Dakota Valley. Back with the 4th quarter in 1 minute, right here on SDPB. Look at some of the fans in the cheering section here. Yeah, they must have been tubing down on Spearfish Creek today here in the Black Hills, along with Nate Kading. I'm Steve Toom. This is the Class A girls basketball tournament. We're heading into the 4th quarter, tied at 48. This game has just been just a dandy basketball contest.
After having some pretty free-flowing and efficient offense in the first half, that 3rd quarter was a bit of a defensive battle. Both teams just knotted with 10 points that quarter. We'll see who can kind of work themselves out of that.
Yeah, defenses took over in that 3rd quarter. We were tied at 38 at the intermission. They got an opportunity, nose, and we're gonna have a rebounding foul on Dakota Valley.
That was a nice set play, wing entry, quick rip screen or diagonal, and they got Somerville the high quality chance inside.
And that's the thing, both teams have had some high quality looks. The shots just rolled off the rim.
Yeah, at Somerville, after averaging 15 points a game coming in, only has 6 right now, and she's only attempted 6 field goals. So they just haven't found her too often.
Ward with the drive, nice pass to the corner, short. Craddock, rebound, out of bounds to Sioux Valley. Trigstad gets it in. Craddock across the paint. Trigstad was open for a moment, couldn't pull the trigger on the 3, but Craddock will, and it's no good. Bounced a couple times on the rim. Here comes Dakota Valley.
2 good looks for Craddock there, both from the same spot.
He thought about it.
You can see Cruz tightening up a little bit after Meads actually hit 2 of them, at least showing a bit of a high hand.
Tipped away, intercepted by the Cossacks. Craddock on the move. Doesn't have the numbers. Dangerous skip pass there. And a travel. Ward shuffled the foot before she made her move. Turnover, Cossacks.
She saw that big driving lane. Double gap to attack up top, and feet were just moving a little quick on her.
Otten with the ball, steps back, got it. That's a 2.
Yeah, that's it. That's decent defense and better offense.
Ward a 3, way too strong. Rebound to the Panthers. Coach Granum, I don't think, wanted that shot. Here's the 3, and that's Otten.
You need to make sure you're locating her, getting that basketball stopped a lot earlier than that three-point line, that point of pickup.
Timeout on the court. We'll step away for a minute right here on SDPB Class A Girls Basketball. Coming out of the Sioux Valley timeout, they'll have the basketball in the front court. They're down by 5. Along with Nick Kading, I'm Steve Toom here at the Young Center in Spearfish on the campus of Black Hills State, the site for this year's Girls A basketball tournament.
Ella Otten with a personal 5-0 run to start this quarter.
Craddock at the free throw line. Oh, it's tapped away from her and stolen by the Panthers.
It's the second time this half when she starts going into that they're coming looking to get a dig, and I've gotten a piece of that bounce.
Pass inside. Mead with the ball there. And we have a 30-second timeout called by Dakota Valley. They were a little out of sorts.
Yeah, they probably got away with one a little bit as Mead was catching that. Her feet were moving themselves.
Some of the teams here, or some of the members on the team for Dakota Valley, Aubrey Warden, Ella Otten compete also in track and field, as does Sophie Meyer. And some of the team is proud of their academic all-state players, Emerson Mead, Cameron Summervold. They were state runner-up in volleyball this year. Mead, Summervold, Jaden Jun, and Warden, and Ava Redstone, all members of that team.
Sounds like a lot of all-around good athletes in a mix of some youth, some experience, some upperclassmen.
Back to action with 5:43 and counting. Pass down low. They had Mead wide open.
That was just a great bullet over the head pass by Warden finding Mead. Cossacks are in need of a bucket here.
But there's a steal by Warden. Mead's going to let the traffic pass her by. Ooh, nearly traveled, but finds Otten. Dakota Valley, maybe slow it down if they want to, but if your team's rolling, you don't want to shut the factory down.
It's a great kick out there.
Oh, missed by Betts, had a good look. Big rebound by the Cossacks and Cruz. She's out there with 3 fouls. And a timeout called by Dakota Valley, or checked out by Sioux Valley. Sioux Valley calls the timeout here.
Yeah,
they were in trouble.
Well, in the backcourt, clock was ticking as she's trying to find somebody to get open there. Coach Granum didn't want to, especially after having not have scored. We're 5 minutes into this fourth quarter and they're still scoreless. That they got to be able to find a little rhythm, find a little confidence offensively.
And don't forget, you can follow SDPB Sports on your mobile device all season long. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Be sure also to check out all our action and award photos by searching SDPB on Flickr. You can tell us where you're watching us from, and also check out some of our great stories that features the schools, the players, and the coaches here in South Dakota. There's where you can see it on your screen. You can follow us online. And it's great to hear from people from other states and in other countries in some case that are watching these games online. And of course, a big hello and a thank you to our members of the military watching overseas.
Yeah, pretty special, unique that we're able to do this and bring this coverage to, as you mentioned, a lot of different places.
Back to action. Cossacks down by 7. This is a 7-0 run to start the period by Dakota Valley. Cossacks need a bucket.
Yeah, Dakota Valley just dropping a little zone.
Here comes that triple team, and we're going to have a foul on Dakota Valley. And when we come back from this timeout, we will have some key free throws. Or no, it's going to be ball in play when we come back. We got a timeout on the court. 55-48, Panthers on top. Back in a moment right here on SDPB. Sioux Valley yet to score in this fourth period of play. Dakota Valley has taken advantage. They're up by 7.
Yeah, and they've had a few high-quality chances, and it just hasn't happened.
Vincent will put it in play. Sioux Valley desperately needs a bucket. Contested, and there's going to be a foul on Dakota Valley. Ward was fouled by Mead, but that's only her first.
Yeah, both people were trying to make a play on that pass. Ward just got there a step quicker than Mead and got her with the body contact.
They want to get it into Vincent, but they have to go to Cruz instead. Ooh, bad pass, stolen away. Betzworth on the run, and Vincent is going to commit the foul, and that is her first.
Yeah, then that's actually a heady play by Vincent there, taking that foul before you give up a quick bucket.
Dakota Valley fans were asking for a breakaway foul, but that was not the case. Ball goes into Warden. Cossacks need a defensive stand here. And they get it from Ward. And she gets the layup.
Right on cue.
First points of the period for the Cossacks. And they were desperately needed, and Ward made a huge play.
Ward up to 12 points on the evening. There's
we're going to have a foul in the paint on Sioux Valley.
Yeah, she has the ability to be a very pesky defender, Amari Ward. Got great athleticism, quickness, and that's number 4 on her, as you mentioned. Coach Granham's going to come have her sit down at least for a second.
Yeah, Ward's got 14 points on the night, but it's her hustle on both ends of the court that has really paid off for Sioux Valley tonight. But she has to sit down with that 4th foul at a critical juncture. Nice pass, Betzworth scores!
Yeah, and there you can see Trigstead ended up getting that assignment, and Otten so effective driving, especially that left hand.
And we're gonna have a timeout called by Sioux Valley. This is a 30-second timeout. Just watch this little pass. Nicely done.
Otten averages 3.5 assists. Not only does she have the ability, leading scorer for the Panthers at 16 in a game, but she also has, as many great point guards do, great vision, great awareness, and ability to make her teammates that much better.
You look at the Dakota Valley huddle. Now Sioux Valley breaking the huddle. And they're going to bring Ward back in with the 4 fouls. She's back out on the court for Sioux Valley, number 21.
I think getting under 3.5 left in this evening. I think Coach Granham's you gotta roll with the people that you want out there, roll with the people that you believe in, and especially on this side of the floor.
Vincent gets the inbounds, man-to-man for Dakota Valley. See what play the Cossacks have conjured in the timeout.
Tried to get Vincent moved.
And there's Mead with the steal, the run out, the layup, no! And Otten got the rebound, and she is fouled. 2 free throws coming up.
And right there is why you always sprint with your teammate in transition. You're never safe till that ball's falling through the net.
Craddock with the foul, her second. Otten solid at the line tonight.
And Dakota Valley did a great, coming out of that timeout, did a great job of covering up that flare screen and forces Vincent to make that long skip pass, and Mead with great anticipation.
It's a 9-point lead for Dakota Valley. And now we're going to have a foul on Warden. A little too aggressive defensively, and she picks up her 3rd personal. For Dakota Valley, that's their 4th team foul. One more, it's the double bonus.
Yeah, and they invert it there. pop Cruz to the corner, try to look inside to Craddock.
Cruz was tripped up. And that foul will be on Summervold, her second. Now here's the opportunity for Sioux Valley to score without the clock moving.
Yeah, when you get to this point in the game, being able to defend without fouling and showing those hands and really making it difficult on the officials that you're taking any contact right in the body, right in the chest. There, their feet ended up getting tangled and tied up a bit.
Cruz on the year, 75%, missed the first, missed them both. Rebound Panthers. Missed opportunity there for Sioux Valley.
Yeah, that empty possession right there with only 3 minutes. You can see the Cossacks trying to amp up their pressure.
Summervold missed it, loosened the paint. Cossacks come away with it. Ward on the move.
Yeah, you gotta look quick.
Trigstad open, no on the three. Rebound Cruz in traffic, puts it up and in.
Cruz with the nice O-board and finish.
7-point lead under 2.5 left in regulation. Warden got tied up.
Yeah, they're got no. Oh, there's Mead with the high ball pickup over the top of that help defender into the finish.
She's got 10. She averages 5. Vincent picked up her dribble. She's in trouble. It's the way to Trigstad. She'll go all the way and has it swatted by Mead. 9-point edge, under 2 minutes to go. And a timeout has been called by Dakota Valley. They want to settle things down here in the last minute 44.
Yeah, Coach Lilly right now is talking. The clock is your best friend. You always want to stay aggressive and stay confident. You'll take an open layup if you can get one, but otherwise you want to melt this down. And on the other side of that huddle with Coach Granum, he's going to be talking about the pressure that he wants his team to apply right now, as well as potentially sending 2 at the ball. But you got to try to force a deflection, a turnover, a quick decision out of the Panthers.
Mentioned something here for Sioux Valley. They've got a purple teddy bear and a shooting shirt on the bench. That's in memory of Reagan Nelson. Would have been a newcomer as a freshman on the basketball team. But tragically, she was in a car accident on September 27th, passed away on October 1st while traveling to school, and her teammates and the school remembers Reagan Nelson. And our heartfelt sympathies go out to the Nelson family, as that purple teddy bear reminds the community of Reagan Nelson. We get back to action here. And it will be at Dakota Valley basketball. Along the baseline, Mead will trigger. They go inside, quick shot, no, but there's a rebound and the score by Summervold.
Great activity there. The huge offensive rebound and finish.
The lead double digits for the Panthers. Cossacks got to work in a hurry. They need some points. Trigstad misses on the 3. Summervold tipping it once, twice, but into the hands of Warden. Now for Sioux Valley, do you start fouling? And you got to be careful because you got some players out there with 4 fouls. But there's a break for Sioux Valley as Warden kind of got out of control and went off of her and out of bounds.
Yeah, need to go quick here if you're the Cossacks. They do a great job of switching that out. You want to have a person on a person.
And will it count? Yes. Craddock now is 14. Foul on Otten, but that's only her first. And that's missed, and the rebound to Dakota Valley. Sioux Valley normally as a team 70% from the free throw line, but they're 0 of 3 here in the fourth quarter. Under a minute to go. The lead is 9. Otten gets it away. Betzworth pulls it out. 15 on the shot clock, and there's the foul on Vincent. Cossacks had 1 to give. Vincent, her second. Top maybe coming to the scorer's table. Nope. Coach Granum directing traffic. Betzworth gets the inbounds. And there's going to be another foul on Sioux Valley. Now we will have free throws. Vincent, her third. Betzworth to the line. 1 of 2 on the night. Missed that one. On the year, 75%. Missed them both. Opportunity for Sioux Valley, but they got to get some points in a hurry. Ward, Cruz, she'll put it up and in. And a quick timeout called by Sioux Valley. 29 seconds. Shot clock will be off. And the lead is 7 for the Panthers. 3-possession game with less than 30 seconds to go. Well, we got a moment. I'd like to remind you that In Play with Craig Maddock features in-depth discussions about all things sports in South Dakota. Through these conversations, we learn about the players, the programs, and the legends who helped shape the current sports landscape here in the Mount Rushmore State. Find the podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review so that others are able to find it. In Play with Craig Maddock. Craig down in Rapid City covering the AA girls basketball tournament this weekend. Next week, Craig Maddock and the crew will be back in Rapid City for the boys AA tournament. Yours truly will be in Sioux Falls next week for the boys A tournament. But we've got a lot of business to take care of here yet in Spearfish. 1 timeout left for the Cossacks, 2 for Dakota Valley. Full court pressure. They get it into Betzworth, and she's hacked right away by Vincent. That's her 4th. Vincent making sure Betzworth's okay. Good sportsmanship there. And we will march down to the other end of the court for more free throws. As a team, Dakota Valley 74% from the free throw line, but here in the fourth quarter, they are 2 of 4, 4 of 6 in the second half. And Betzworth connects on that one. And got them both. Lead back up to 9. Under 30 seconds. And that one's too strong. And I think we're going to have a jump ball. Yes, we will. Possession arrow. Sioux Valley with 22.5 seconds left. Vincent to Trigger along the baseline. They'll go to Cruz. Nearly stolen. Trigstad has the open shooter. That's Ward in the corner and misfires on the 3. Cruz, stick back, no. Again, no. Foul. 2 free throws coming up for Cruz. That will be on Summervold, her 3rd. Check that, her 4th. And with 10.9 seconds left, Cruz got the first. She now has 20 points on the night. Here comes some reserves in. Dakota Valley getting Jaden Jones in into the game, and now we'll have another tie-up, and that possession arrow will go to Dakota Valley. Jamison Jund into the game, number 20. Van Otten races into the front court. Ward trying to get the steal, and this game is over. 65-57. Great contest here between Sioux Valley and Dakota Valley. They met earlier this year. The final score was 73-65. 8-point margin of victory. Tonight, an 8-point margin of victory once again for Dakota Valley, as they have punched their ticket to the semifinals tomorrow night. They will play in the second semifinal game tomorrow night against the winner of our upcoming contest. Great game between these teams. It was really close, but that cold start to the fourth quarter where Dakota Valley opened up that 7-point lead that really did in the Sioux Valley effort tonight. Tammy Lilly, the head coach, has guided this team to their 22nd victory of the year here in the first round of the state tournament. Let's send it over to Nate Kading.
Coach, that game was knotted up, 48-48 coming into the fourth. What were the defensive keys that really allowed you to stretch that game out?
Well, you know, we just had to dig in, right? We didn't really change much. We tried to jump in and out of a couple different things to give them a different look so they couldn't stay so comfortable. But our kids just dug in and they got it done.
No question. Talk to us about those three freshmen, all in double figures tonight. Talk about how important they've been to this team.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable, right? It spoke for themselves, right? It's a big stage and they get after it. You know, but I'm just so proud of all of our kids. I think they've all stepped up. I think they've all battled incredibly hard. And without all of our kids doing it in practice, we can't do it out here tonight. So I'm just very, very proud of our team.
Congrats on the win. Thanks for the time. Best of luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Nate. Dakota Valley with the victory. We'll take a timeout, come back and have the post-game show right here on SDPB. Score for our first game of the night. Great contest. Dakota Valley pulls away at the end, 65-57 the final score. Dakota Valley outscored Sioux Valley 17-9 in that fourth quarter. And Nate, the first about 4 minutes of that fourth quarter, that was the deciding factor, I think.
As Coach Lilly said, just kind of tightened up defensively. And we're certainly, Ella Otten was big in that fourth quarter. And you look at it, ended up getting good production from Katie Betzworth throughout the entire evening, and Emerson Mead and different people stepping up.
Boy, those stats are just so even. The rebounding, I think, may have been the big difference because everything else is pretty even. A few more free throws for Dakota Valley, but Dakota Valley, 11 more rebounds in this contest.
Yeah, and 13 of those being on the offensive side of the floor, and that was a huge impact and a huge factor on that game. Their ability to get second chance points. They ended up with 21 second chance points on the game.
Yeah, that's something you cannot do when you're playing Dakota Valley, is give them second and third opportunities. 15 points off the bench for Betzworth. They were led by Otten, whereas Dakota Valley was 17, 11 for Warden, 10 for Mead. Meanwhile, all the starters scored for Sioux Valley, but they got no bench points in that particular game. 20 for Cruz leading the way, 14 each for Craddock and Ward. Those are the top scorers for their respective ball clubs. Let's check out some of the highlights here from the second half of play, as this thing was just back and forth, as even as you could ask for. We were tied up at halftime, tied up at the end of the third quarter as well.
Yeah, as we mentioned, it was a game of runs, punch, counter punch throughout the entire evening. Both teams 6 of 19 from three. Both of them did a pretty good job valuing the basketball, 13 turnovers versus 12. But as you alluded to, that battle on the glass was a huge factor in tonight's game.
There you see Ward with the run in, the run out and the layup there, but this was a nice backdoor cuts. Betzworth, 2 of her 15 points on the night. Sioux Valley kept working away inside with their 2 big players, Cruz and Craddock, but nifty ball movement by Dakota Valley. That proved to be the X factor in this game. They beat them by 8 during the regular season. They beat them by 8 here in the first round of the state tournament. Dakota Valley going on to semifinal Friday night. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll meet the teams that are playing in the nightcap here at the Girls Class A basketball tournament. You're watching SDPB.